Rasmus Hojlund, how good is he? Is he Manchester United's ideal striker? Give me 10 minutes of your time and I think I might convince you that he will be. This is going to be the most in-depth profile looking at every aspect of Højlund's game, all the strengths and all the weaknesses to help you better understand why United going after him. Is he really worth that much? I think he is. Let me explain why. Also, if you can, drop a like on this video because these do take a long time to produce, but I think they make very good bits of content. So if you can, let's try and get 5,000 likes. We got it once, and sod it, we'll do it again. If we hit 5,000 likes, I'll give away another home shirt. I did it last time, I'll do it again. But this video, I'm really going to enjoy because we are going to deep dive into every single aspect. I've got them listed down here as strengths and weaknesses, but I'd probably more describe it as strengths and areas of his game that he can improve. And you can see what there he's naturally good at, but maybe some things that he's got to work on with the coaches. And what we're going to do is use in-game examples to but show you exactly what we're talking about. So you can really help. It really helps you to understand it. It's helped me to understand, and I hope it does the same thing for you. Let's go. Let's talk about his strengths, and let's go first and foremost. Let's talk about his pace. Now, this is his, well, the coach of Atalanta. Look at that. For a man who's 6'3", he can run the 100 meters in sub 11 seconds. Højlund's got pace to burn, which is going to be a key characteristic of what makes him a good sniper. Not just that, but playing the balls in behind. Højlund's your man. Now let's look at some in-game examples here of what we're talking about. Højlund there you can see is a yellow circle, right? He is 15 meters behind the defense, there or thereabouts. But a few seconds later, 4 seconds later actually, if we're being precise, he's there in the box, a lovely cross. He's there at the right place, right time for a simple tap-in. That chance only created through his sheer pace and his movement. Here again, you can see he's working on the shoulder of the opposition. Ball is played in behind, and he absolutely nails it. Ball in behind, perfect run, perfectly timed, using his pace. The pace is definitely an element of his game which makes him a dangerous prospect, combined with the fact that he's a physical dude, 6'3". Obviously, the Haaland examples are going to be there. Don't do that. It doesn't really help the fact his name is Højlund when it comes to the comparisons. But he is the first Rasmus Hojlund. Let's just speak and focus on him because he does have some seriously good strengths to his game. And his natural movement, I think, is probably one of them. Now, this is something that Erik Ten Hag, let's go full screen on this one. Erik Ten Hag said this after the game against Bournemouth in May. Look, where we emphasise a lot and where we train a lot is movements when we're in the final third. Movements who has to come from the front line, second line just behind, but also from the third line with fullbacks and Casemiro. And that you can see the graph down there from the Athletic. You can see, sorry, one sec. You can see where Manchester United have been improving on this throughout the season. That's where we peaked there after game 20. And slowly compared to Ralf Rangnick and the movement there, you can see that we're on an upward curve, right? When it comes to movement in and around the box. Now, Rasmus Hojlund, he's not a Victor Osimhen type player. The heat map there will help you understand. Look at the heat map. Victor Osimhen really centralised to that penalty box. He is a penalty predator. Get the balls in there, he's invariably going to be on the end of it. Rasmus Hojlund, playing in that Atalanta system, is used to moving around far more. Used to being involved a bit more. Now, that might change at United, but he's got natural capabilities of doing it. Let's have a look here at some examples. You can see there, he's making the run to the outside. The defender's running with him, and therefore, Højlund is on the defender's blind side. Defender can't see him. He runs in the middle, gets in there. Doesn't actually score from this situation, but he's created that opportunity through good off-the-ball movement. Another example coming up here. That's Højlund running there in behind. You can see where the ball's coming over the top. Nice touch. Nice control. He can see there that his fullback, presumably, is going to be coming on the overlap. A little ball inside. Chance created through good movement and good awareness. This one is probably my favourite example of Højlund's movement. You can see he's highlighted there, playing for Denmark. Watch this, right? Højlund goes to make the run to the near post. Shifts his weight to his left foot. The defender follows. And therefore, all of his weight is on his back foot. Højlund can nip in front. Great goal. Real sort of... That's the sort of thing that a coach would find difficult to really coach into a play. You could probably do it, but it'll take a long old time. These are sort of subconscious movements The little tiny subtle switches of on your weight of your foot that forces the defender to move, that gives you that extra yard, and because their weight's on a different foot, they can't really stop you. Another example here. Højlund with the yellow circle, defender with the red. Højlund makes that move, he can see the run inside. Simple tapping goal. Because he made that sort of run. That's the sort of goal that you would expect Victor Osimhen to eat up. He has capabilities of it too. Here, he's anticipation, I think I would call this. Højlund there, keeper knocks it. Well, did not keeper knock it down? Either way, it bounces to him. He scores from, 2 yards away. You might say, oh, that's not a sexy goal. It's not a sexy goal, but not every goal that a striker has to score has got to be sexy. That's what people always call Martial. A scorer of great goals, but not a great goal scorer. Because he didn't score enough of those. Little, grubby tap-ins. They all count the exact same. And that's what a striker needs to do at United. And that off-the-ball movement is definitely one of Højlund's big characteristics. It's natural and it's in his game. Something he's very good at as well is ball carrying. Here's a good example. Picks up the ball right on the edge of his own box. And I've told you how fast he is. Just bursts forward. Defense can't stop him. Physically, you can't push him off the ball. So that helps him at the same time. Brings the ball forward like 40 meters. Defense turned into attack on the transition. And Ten Hag's been speaking about working on the transition. Here he is on the outside, stuck on the byline. Not much space to work with. Cuts inside. Beats his man, gets a crossing. So he's capable of doing that in tight spots too. Another example here, gets the ball. This is about nice dribbling and nice footwork. Cuts back in. Defenders sent the defender to the shops. He cuts back inside, passes it out to his teammate. He's good with the ball at his feet. He's good at bringing the ball forward. That will help United in transition. He's got pace to burn. That will help United in transition. And I've shown you the different sorts of positions that he occupies, but also this is a crucial one. He does have a variety when it comes to finishing, right? Different examples. Here, he receives the ball, he sees the defenders running towards him, cuts outside onto his left foot, and fires in a rocket down into the bottom corner. Keeper can't stop it. Real powerful finish. This one, a completely different type of finish. Ball's played over the top when he's playing for Denmark, run in behind, sees the keeper coming out, little dink over the top. This finish in particular, though, I do like because so many times, Rashford should be learning this, I think. You can see him making the run in behind, off the shoulder of the defender. The keeper comes out. What do you do in this situation? You just dink it over the keeper. That's all you got to do. Little dink over the keeper's going to come out. He's going to dink it over the keeper. Rashford doesn't do that enough. Højlund has that in his locker. Shot selection, he's got a good variety. That's what I mean. Like, I know that the price is a lot for a 20-year-old who hasn't played that much, didn't score that much last year. I'll be honest, he didn't actually play many full 90s either. But this is going to be, again, another characteristic of Ten Hag's profiling. You can see why Ten Hag wants him, right? Work rate. This here, it's not the best example of it, but it's him working off the ball to win that ball back, getting his body in front of the defender, winning a foul. Simple. Pressing on the opposition's defense when they're coming out. Wins the ball. This is him tracking back. He wins the ball. Ten Hag wants his strikers, wants his whole team to have that work ethic. And you can see there the strengths. He's got the pace. He's got the off-the-ball movement. He's got the shot selection and variety and the finishing quality. And he can carry the ball. You can see why Ten Hag wants him. Now, of course, he's 20. He's not the complete striker. And I'm going to not... I've decided to call them... They're weaknesses, call weaknesses at the start, but I'm calling them where he needs to improve here. Because these are characteristics, I think, through good coaching, he definitely needs to improve. And ironically, it's kind of what we said about Valvekos, wasn't it? For a man so big and everyone on your headers. But he's not the greatest at using his own body as a physical asset in aerial duels. A lot of the time, he mistimes his jumps. A lot of the time, the defender can just nip in front and get the ball off him. And now that's something he's going to have to improve, but that's something that he definitely can improve through good coaching. We've seen that through Rashford this season, and we've seen that, hopefully, we will see that with Højlund too. That's something that can be, that's just about timing. If you've got the physical capabilities, which he does, it's just about improving your timing, and coaching does that. Now, his first touch under pressure sometimes leaves a lot to be desired, right? That's an example of the defender pressing down on him there, and he messes his touch up. Example here, receives it inside the box, defender's on him, nah, doesn't work. But that's why I'm not calling them weaknesses, I'm calling them areas to improve on, because they are quite subtle improving your first touch, improving your aerial duels. Cool. Whereas things like off the ball movement, that's not something I think you can particularly coach. It's kind of natural to a player. Now, these are some good examples of his one-touch link-up play that he kind of has to do a bit more of. Sometimes likes to take too many touches. It's a little touch into his body there, releases the ball back out. I think it's Lookman he's playing it to there. Another example here, receives the ball. He can see his midfielders coming into support, little back heel, opens the space up, goes for the return and the run. Højlund really is an exciting prospect. And one more area that I think, well, when it comes to, he has got good examples of it, is close control inside the box. Here you can see there's, well, how many defenders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defenders in that box. He finds his way through it just simply by just bringing it back onto his other foot, and he gets a shot off. Rasmus Hojlund has all the capabilities of being the exact striker that Erik Ten Hag wants and needs. At 60 to 70 million euros, it's a lot for a 20-year-old, but United have done their research, right? And when you look at him and when you look at all the strengths and all the natural capabilities of this lad, you realise exactly why United are going after him. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let me go here. You realise exactly why United are going after him. He could be a phenomenal signing. The natural strengths there with his pace, his ball movement, off the ball movement as well. Ball carrying, finishing, work rate. They're all there. He could be an absolute star. And I hope in this 10 minutes you've learned a little bit more about his game. Why I think the hype is justified. Why I think you can allow yourself to be excited about the prospect of signing him. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments. Because I tell you what, I'm all aboard the Højlund hype train. I really am now.